Bonjour, hello, welcome to MaxMountainWorld.
The Sky News special programme, and coming up, we'll be answering your questions with our experts.
Bonsoir, hello, welcome to the Man Cave. And I was hoping not to do this, but I've had a lot of people asking me stuff on the internet, on social media, on the channel or whatever, asking me stuff relevant to what's going on in the world just now and what's going on in Les Orres. Now, I thought I'd just do a quick video on it then. So first thing I'm going to do is go out for a pint and speak to a couple of people. Then I'll come back, then I'll go over, it's kind of a three-stage thing. I'll go over what's going on in Les Orres, or what's not going on, you never know. I'll go over a few facts and figures and stuff. Then I'll probably go over some of my opinions. This is my opinions, this is not advice, it's not anything like that. This is just purely a report on Les Orres versus the rest of the world sort of thing, you know. So anyway, third stage of this, yeah, I'm going to voice my opinions, might even take the form as a rant or part rant or something, you never know. Let's get on with this anyway. Okay, here's the video. Well, so far, so empty. So we're just going to take a little wander past a few establishments, not that there's that many, and just see what's going on and then drop into the Bouscatière for a quick one. Bonsoir.
Bonsoir.
Oui, peut-être une panne dessus.
Une peine?
Okay, so just landed in the Bouscat. Wait. And first pint I've had in a long time. Kind of get used to doing red wines and red coffees and stuff. So anyway, pint coming up, maybe a wee conversation. Santé.
Santé, Maxo. personne va inspecter les lieux où l'homme a été arrêté.
Ça va? Ça marche bien? Par tous les effets de virus sur le resto, le booking,
Oh, ça va, pour l'instant ça va.
tout le monde continue.
Elles sont dans leur vie, jusqu'à 2 millions d'œufs dans leur vie. Comme on est hors période de
Ah,
test,
c'est intéressant pour moi.
se dégrade dans la Daily.
Il y a beaucoup de choses comme ça qui passent chaque hiver, mais c'est quelque chose de global, c'est peut-être un peu différent.
Eric Olson retourne à son véhicule
C'est
pour
vrai.
vérifier le dossier de
Les
braconnier.
ambassades. Plus d'informations au 0800 130 000 ou sur gouvernement.fr. Ceci est un message du ministère chargé de la Santé et de Santé publique France.
Ben, vous avez fermé les gendarmeries.
Oui,
Pourquoi?
parce qu'il y a 2 gendarmes qui avaient chopé le virus.
Ouais? Non.
Si, je l'ai vu hier soir à DCTV.
Ça commence en
Et
France.
c'est la
ici.
gendarmerie de Marseille.
Wow.
C'est les flics de Marseille qui sont montés pour remplacer. Parce qu'il y en a eu 2 d'infectés, mais les autres, ils étaient en contact.
Ouais.
Ils sont tous en quarantaine. Il n'y a plus
Ouais.
de flics.
Vous passez les périodes initiales.
Et donc, ils sont confinés pendant 14 jours. Et il n'y avait plus de flics à Briançon, donc c'est Marseille qui est monté leur donner des coups de main.
So just go for another pint. That was basically a very small part of the general conversation there. I'll cover that later. Let's go and have a quick quickie in the Curious. So we've got the dancing people. They seem happy enough. And Curious coming up. Bouscatier just passed. And yeah, there's 6 people in. Oh well, go for a pint anyway. Santé. Sometimes you just find they're playing some pretty good music, and then something happens.
Moi j'ai des annulations d'Angleterre.
Bonsoir.
Qui me parle, Bilal?
Ça va?
Et toi? Allez, on se racole, on se met la langue.
Ouais, bonsoir.
Moi j'ai froid. Mon ami. Ah bah super, génial. Oh Max. Non, il est là.
Je suis pas infecté.
Ouais.
Ouais. Ouais. Ok.
Tu vas bien, là. C'est du sang, donc on va boire.
Un petit coup là, pas ça.
Allez, vite fait. Ah, tranquille.
Moi, je suis sûr. So I think I'm going to stop after the next beer. And then calm restored.
Ils m'ont redescendu, ils m'ont fait passer dans le tube, ils m'ont remonté. Non, c'est bon en fait, il n'y a rien parce que le médecin il avait pensé, il avait vu un truc dans le cerveau quoi.
Right, so that nearly ended up in a piss up, but I've exited, so yeah, the situation's more or less normal. There's a few folk about, but it's Tuesday night, it's not a big night. We've got a lot of groups in. That restaurant closes anyway at this time. Yeah, the groups come with a lot of beer and they do all the partying in the apartments. That's what you do. So, situation more or less normal. I'll go back to the man cave. So I'm back in again, and that was quite interesting. Just made a couple of little clips. It's not appropriate to go cameras in everyone's face when you're out for a couple of beers, especially the fact that I don't do it that often. But anyway, yeah, in general here in Les Orres, well, it's not happening here. And I felt like I was kind of pushing it, talking about stuff like that, the virus. So people wanted to talk about other things. It's not quite as bad as the Brexit conversations in my last holiday, my last vacances, my last holiday in the UK, in Scotland, England and Wales. So yeah, that's Les Orres. It's like whatever. There's an underlying thing. People are worried about their jobs, about their personal life, about this, about that. But the thing that I find in this is there's very few people worried about actually catching this. They're just worried about what's going to happen. So that springs on to the information and the figures that are there. If you look at this, and I'll put up a picture of that. And it kind of tells a bit of a story, but there's numbers, there's figures, there's this, that, the next thing. I've done calculations to work out exactly what the right hand column should be on this. It's not for me to report that shite. It's just stuff. It's comparing to previous stuff. So, we had SARS, which happened. I'm going to have to refer to notes I've made here. I've done a bit of investigation. And the SARS, the Severe Acute Respiratory Syndrome, which was followed up by swine flu. All this stuff just floats gently off the tongue. Zika wasn't relevant to us. We don't have Zeds in our general speaking thing. And then this time it's coronavirus that leads to COVID-19. It's almost like the AIDS thing. Oh, it's how the media transmits this as well. Up here, I'm going to chuck that away. Up here in the Alps, 1800 metres altitude, where most of the time in winter it is absolutely bollock freezing, we have these times where it kind of temperatures go up a bit, and at the moment we've got a bit like that as well. I'll come back to that in a second. We have these flu bugs and things that come up, people from the cities, which are warmer places than the Alps, bring all these viruses up, and when the temperature during the day is warm, and then they go into their cosy little apartments at nights, which are warm, we get bugs. We get bugs, we get flu bugs, viruses, you name it, it comes through, you deal with it, it goes. I think people are kind of viewing this as much the same thing as, well, yeah, it's going to happen. The only difference is there's all this media, there's all this false news, there's all this confusion of everything on the internet and stuff, and then the governments are going, oh, we got to do what's right. We got to do, yeah, wear a mask. Come on! You look at the guys that are actually dealing with this in China, and they've got the full protection on and everything. This little mask that's going to deal with dust from some kind of Chinese industry, really, yeah, that's not going to stop back to this. They've got to say something. If they say nothing, they're going to get accused of doing nothing. So anyway, rant over. Basically, Les Orres, we're doing well. We're grand. No problem. The bars are fairly quiet, but they always are on a Tuesday night at this time, and really there's nothing much else happening. There never normally is. I've looked back on videos I've done last year. Same thing. So anyway, that's the rant over. What's going to happen, who knows, but you make the most of it. One thing is, the side effect is that the pistes are very quiet, so I'm skiing a lot. It's the reason for the season. So anyway, that's Les Orres stroke virus stroke, what's it called again? Coronavirus. The SARS was actually called SARS coronavirus. It's linked. It's not for me to deal with all the figures. Forget it. I'm okay. The other thing as well is that I've got my onions. So there you go. It's everyone's talking about it. Kind of reminds me like the last time I was back in UK, which wasn't so long ago. It was back in September. Absolutely everyone. This was like a few days, a couple of weeks or something before this Brexit thing. Every conversation involved that subject. This is basically the situation we have here. So that's it. I can't really summarise stuff. Basically the video says it all if you've watched it from beginning to end. So anyway, hopefully you've liked it. Yeah, if you liking down here underneath in the middle kind of makes a big difference to stuff. Don't forget to subscribe, and when you have done, click the that bell for more videos from the old MaxMountainWorld production assembly corner. Anyway, thanks for watching, and till the next video, ciao.
Okay.